I'm demonstrating Luneta Twilight Pink and Kelp Tea, two gorgeous Troublemaker inks. Now, these are ideal for using in fountain pens, but I'm actually using them with a pure sable brush. I'm using it on cartridge paper, using a line and wash technique for a journal, which means I'm not trying to create a piece of fine art. I'm creating a colour harmony. In this case, it's opposites on the colour wheel, very pleasing to the eye. And composition, I'm using it as a journal page. So I've written some information down, in this case because it's the start of my journal and it's the first of a series of journal. I've actually written about the artist, but usually I would be writing about the day experience, what it is that I'm recording, the subject, because it is a visual diary and it's a record, if you like, of aspects of my life. It's for personal use. After a lifetime as a professional artist, I'm now doing relaxing work just for myself in form of this journalism or visual diary. And it's proving very popular. Thank you for my supporters, because I know a lot of you are trying to do the same thing. Now, what a lot of you give up on it for is you have too high an expectations. You sit down to do this sketch or painting and you're expecting a piece of fine art. Well, don't. You don't want to be putting a piece of fine art into your journal. It's just too high an expectation for you. You're going to spend far too many hours on a piece of fine art and you're going to give up journaling. The idea of the journal is to write down everything in your life that you want to keep a record of, and that could be a daily event, it might be a weekly or a monthly event, but you don't want to have to commit to 10 hours or more, which is what it's going to take to do a fine art piece. You want to be able to sit down and do a lovely piece that might take you 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or a couple of hours at the most. You, like me, have a busy life, so be a little forgiving. This is a line. I'm doing a basic line drawings, quick line drawings for that matter, to represent, not totally detail illustrate, my dendrobium orchid, which is the Australian rock orchid. And from there on, I wet the paper and I drop little bits of the paint in so that it bleeds out into the petal. And then I come in with a little bit of detail, tiniest amount, and then most of it is just working free and loose. So what you're focusing on is your composition. The composition, the look of the page. You're capturing the depths of the subject. You're painting flowers, so you want a little bit of aerial perspective. Something's out of focus, something's coming forward in focus. You can come a bit more into focus than I have if you want to, but I just want to capture the feeling of the rock orchids, not a tight realism drawing of them. So I'm happy with what I achieved, and I know that most of you give up on journaling because your expectations are too high for the amount of time you have. So be realistic. How much time do you have to journal? What do you want your journal to be about? And just stay within that goal. Don't try to do fine art if you're trying to do journaling. You're not trying to do a display piece for everybody else. You're doing something personal for you. And keep it that way and enjoy it and keep journaling.